Yo, what's up? Beer Push episode number 71. And today we want to talk a little bit about this 805. Now,
by the Firestone Walker Brewing Company.
properly chilled is what they suggest you drink it, or the way you drink it. So there really isn't any special description or anything on the label. So, I would have liked to see something, but whatever. It's cool.
No alcohol by volume.
Nothing. It's pretty bare bones.
And it's 1 pint. And by the way, this is an ale. Alright, take a look at this. Looks pretty good.
Alright. It's got a really nice smell to it too. I like that.
Yep.
So,
Let's get into this. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about is how strong the taste is. I want to say it's a little bit above average. The hoppiness, if there is such a word, it kind of kicks at you a little bit, but I mean, that should be expected coming from an ale. So it's a little bit on the stronger side, but it's still pretty good. Everything else, carbonation levels, average, nothing too crazy going on there. The flavors all come together. It's pretty smooth. So far, I mean, I'm really liking this. This is pretty good stuff.
In my opinion, this ale is taking it light when it comes to strength. It's not strong at all, and this seems like a ale just to kick back with and chill. If you don't want any of the other ales that are really strong, like for instance Lagunitas Sucks Hop Stupid Ale, that's a pretty strong ale. Compared to this is like on the low side. So I would just come home, drink this after work or something if I'm not trying to do anything big or anything like that. With the flavor, I agree with him. It all comes together. It's done really well. I like it.
Yeah. Nothing too crazy going on here. I noticed myself saying that about a lot of beers, ales that we drink on this channel. It's not a novelty, so it's not really going to try to reinvent the wheel. It's pretty good at what it does. It's been tried and true, and that's kind of what they're doing here.
And they did it well.
And
they did it well.
Yeah, so that's good stuff.
Shout out to the Firestone Walker Brewing Company.
Okay, so let's start talking about the levels here, as we usually do on this channel. I'm definitely going to have to give it an intermediate, somewhere in between beginner and advanced. So I say that because although he says it's not that strong, at the same time it's not Lagunitas level, so it's not too high up in there in the chain either. So it's pretty much probably somewhere nicely in between, and that's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing.
Yeah, you could probably walk around a party with this, give it to someone to drink in a cup, and they'd probably roll with it. It's not something that they just have that beer face like, this is way too strong for me or something. You could probably get a few friends drinking this.
One thing I wanted to note was I saw a billboard for this nearby where we live, so I'm not sure if it's safe for me to assume that this is newer or they're just trying to advertise it. If you guys know by any chance, make sure to let us know in the comment box. I'm a little curious about that before, Of course I could Google it, but if somebody knows off the top of their head, I would like to know. So now that's going to take us straight to the final verdict. My score on this is definitely going to be an 8. I think an 8 is a good place to put it, only because while it's good, at the same time, it's really nothing too special. The only thing that it's got going is kind of a more mild taste to it. So, yeah, that's coming from me.
I gotta give this a high 8. While I respect his opinion with saying they're not doing anything really too special, I think the opposite with taking the ale on a mild side, it really brings out the flavor just a little bit more. So that's just my opinion.
Alright, so
around the same ballpark of score, but still different opinion.
well, once again, we want to thank you guys very much for watching our channel. We really appreciate that. Stay tuned in for the next episode. Also, any recommendations? We always out there trying to get that. I mean, there's like a million beers out there. It's kind of hard to choose what we want to get next, so it'll make it that much more interesting.
And remember, we live in different regions, so sometimes there's a beer available to you, but it's not available to us.
Trust us. Whenever we see a recommendation, a request, we will go out there try to find it. But just like he said, it's sometimes getting something, that one specific beer, it's just not that easy.
We always want to try whatever you want to try, but it's not always going to happen.
All right.
But anyways,
So
we appreciate you watching the video. We hope to see you next time.
all
And
right.
peace
Peace.
and cheers.